Chances are you've clicked on this video because you want to change your life. And that's exactly what I'm going to help you do. In this video, I'm going to give you 2 actionable steps that you can take and implement right away to change your life. Now, why am I making such big claims? It's because I changed mine this past year. I've gone from working full-time in January to running my social media marketing agency full-time in May. From February to the end of April, in that 90-day period, my whole entire life flipped upside down and changed. I went from 0 clients to making 3K per month with the agency, which allowed me to quit my job. As you can see top left, it's a photo from me on the 14th of January, where I was making my first VSL and my first ever advert for the agency to go live to start generating leads for my business. And in the bottom right, just a couple days ago, is me celebrating the biggest month of my agency yet. Things can change very quickly. Now stick with me because I'm going to dive straight in. What is your goal? Is it to retire your parents? To secure everyone around you financially? Be the go-to person when your family needs financial help? Or is it stupid shit like Ferraris, Rolexes, penthouse apartments, and all the unnecessary shit that people flash on the internet? I'll tell you one thing, if you're chasing the materialistic shit, you're never going to be fulfilled. You need to find a meaningful goal that will give you purpose. And it's beyond the shallow depth of all the materialistic stuff. On the right, you can see a few messages and comments that I've gained over the past year of documenting my journey on the internet from people that watch my videos and that are inspired. And quite selfishly, it's one of my goals to help as many people as possible through my content and through documenting the wins and the losses of running my agency day to day, to really inspire those who want to start and take action, those who are already doing it but failing, to rethink their strategies and get onto winning ways in any way or shape or form that they can. Once you've sat down and chosen a goal, and you really dive deep into what gives you purpose in life, what you want to do with this beautiful life that we're given, because we're on this planet Earth once, and we're born to do extraordinary things. You shouldn't be wasting it trying to impress others that, quite frankly, couldn't care less anyway. What you should be doing is figuring out your why. Because you want fancy things, because you want a nice house, because you want to wear nice clothes or go on luxury holidays, or you want to post Instagram pictures that make you look rich and get comments and validation from people on the internet? Or is it because you want to help your family never worry about money again? Because you want to change people's lives? Because you want to prove to yourself that it is possible, that when you set a goal, you reach it, because you're capable of doing it. I've been laughed at all my life, a Polish immigrant in the UK. I couldn't even speak a word of the English language when I came to the UK at the age of 7. I was bullied every single day in primary school for being foreign, for not speaking the language, for eating different food, for being different. You know what that does to a child when they're being bullied every single day because they can't speak a language? They go home every day and cry. You know what that does to a family that has come to a different country to contribute to society, to chase a better living, to provide for their family, to give the opportunity to their kids for better education and a better future for them. And the children are being bullied in school because they're foreign. That genuinely kills families, and it genuinely destroys people. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is exactly why I've started what I've been doing. Why I started is because a couple years ago, my old boss degraded me with a comment that made me feel worthless. And it made me feel exactly what I used to feel as a child. Even though the majority of the things I witnessed as a child and I faced, I quite frankly don't remember because I was young and I didn't even understand the language. But what I did remember was the feeling of worthlessness and feeling like shit. And that comment made me feel the exact same way, that I need to prove to myself that it can be done, that I need to prove them wrong, and that I need to provide for my family because I know I'm capable of doing so. Your why needs to make you think every single day and drive you to change. That's exactly why any single time that I face adversities in the business, I have this picture, which you're currently looking at right now, besides my computer. And every single time things get tough and hard, I look at exactly at that, and I say to myself, this man right there has been through some of the toughest shit ever, and it doesn't compare to what I'm going through. And that's exactly when I push further, and I don't stop. I don't give up. There's no such a thing as giving up in my language, and it should never be a thing in your language either. Your goal and your why are the two most important things. You can have financial goals, and I encourage you to have them because that's what can drive a business forward. That's the whole purpose of business. Nobody's in business for the fun of it, to be a charity and not make money. We solve problems because we want to get paid for solving those problems. That's what entrepreneurship is about. Here's the first actionable item for you to go through. Get a piece of paper and a pen and write down your goal in the form of a question. That can be something like, how can I earn an extra $2,000 per month? Then you're going to answer that question 20 times minimum. That could be something like, learn a high income skill and monetize it. You're going to then take one answer from that list of 20 or more and implement it immediately that same day. Right now, at the end of this video, that's exactly when you implement it. If your goal is to start your own business, but you're lacking those skills, you need to learn. That needs to be one of your answers. That you need to sit down and learn the specific thing that is required for that business to be successful. For example, if I was starting out on my journey again, one of the things that I would do is, how do I deliver the service that I'm trying to sell to my clients? How do I deliver leads through Facebook advertisement? And I would sit there and I would go and figure that out. And if that is one of the answers to your goal and you want to learn Facebook ads and lead generation, I'll leave a link in the description for you to go and check out. And pause the video right now and go and do this Mindstorm exercise. Once you've done your Mindstorm exercise, what you want to do then is do a self-audit. This is probably the toughest thing that you need to do because you need to be 100% honest with yourself. You're going to get another piece of paper and a pen and write down every single thing that you do that gets in the way of you reaching that goal. Don't stop until you write everything down. Don't use your phone. Don't use ChatGPT or any other bullshit. It needs to be a pen, paper, and your own thoughts. When I did this at the start of the year, I had a list of 28 things. Some of them was things like hanging out with the wrong people, spending too much time in an environment that was toxic to me, spending my free time playing video games, scrolling social media mindlessly, consistently, among with many other things that you probably are doing too. And you know that you need to stop because you want to get to a certain stage in life where you reach your goal. And the only way you're going to do that is if you get uncomfortable. If you leave that comfortable zone that you're currently in, doing the shit that stops you from reaching that goal. It's so much easier to sit at home, eat shit food, play video games, scroll social media, and not really have any purpose in life. That's comfortable. That's easy to do. But then 20 years or 30 years down the line, if you make it, that is, with that diet of yours, you're going to regret not doing something wonderful and amazing with your life. And it doesn't have to be make crazy money and be a millionaire and drive all these Ferraris and go to Dubai and fly private and party every weekend and so on. It can be a simple thing, helping your family, helping your sister that's in need, or your father, or change someone else's life. The self-audit is supposed to act as a commitment for you to write every single thing down that you know is wrong and that you do currently, and remove it completely out of your life because you know it's not serving you or your goals. Be honest with yourself, because if you start limiting them things, you're not going to get anywhere. They're going to creep straight back in a week, in 2, in a month. You know very well that you can't stay committed because you're doing those things. It's exactly why you need to eliminate them completely. Make your self-audit visible daily and read that every single day. And I know staying accountable to yourself is super difficult because we say things to ourselves all the time. I'll start a diet on Monday. I'll go to the gym this week. I'll do my outreach this week. I'll start cold calling companies. I'll write these emails out, or I will DM those companies. And we don't do them. It's difficult. You take mental losses all the time with yourself. That's exactly why I encourage you to do something and put it out there on the internet. I want you to write down your goal in the YouTube comments and connect with someone else that's already commented to check in on their goals. No matter when you're watching this video, if there's 10 comments, if there's 1,000 comments, encourage someone else to keep on track to hit their goal. And the likelihood is someone else is going to reach out to you and keep you accountable to your goal. Because when we receive a little bit of external accountability, that's when we really do get a kick up the arse. That's exactly why documenting the journey on social media has been one of the best things that I've ever done, because people reach out to you and ask you about things that you've mentioned in videos. And are you still doing the outreach this way? Are you still doing the paid ads? Are you still on your fat loss journey? How's that going for you? And it's embarrassing when somebody reaches out to you and then you have to say, no, I'm not doing that anymore. You don't want to be doing that. You want to be that disciplined, committed person that inspires others. Not just yourself, but others. So whenever you're watching this video, scroll down and ask how the person that's commented is doing. And for my own sake and my own accountability, I'm going to set a goal right now that in the next 12 weeks, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. As you can see on the left, it's the biggest I've ever been, and my current state is on the right. This is a picture that I took a couple days ago. I have a trip away in 8 weeks, and I'm going to document weekly my progress to get into the best shape of my life. I know this isn't a business goal, and quite frankly, there's so many that I could cover for my business, but I want to make it a personal one and put it out there because I know it's going to make me do the work. I hope you found this video useful. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and unpackage my books. I bought a handful of books from Amazon and they've just been delivered whilst I've been making this video. I bought Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, Scale Up Millionaire by Gordon MacAlpine, The Profits Principles by Stephen Brigginshaw, Blitz Scaling by Reid Hoffman and Chris Yeh. So I'm going to go and unpackage them, and I hope to see you in the comments of this video, and I hope that you get to the goals that you set out. Thanks for watching.